This is Taterhole. It is a mystical dimension full of wonder and joy. And wonder. Rudy moved in because he liked the shiny hardwood floors. Soon he was joined by his best friend, Jesse B. Weaver, affectionately known as Jumping JB. And who could forget former presidential candidate Gertrude GoGo Goat and her nervous cousin from New Orleans, Mojo. GoGo was followed by her ex-boyfriend, the Space Monster, Lobby the Flying Lobster, the magical ghost of Abraham Lincoln, and of course, rap supergroup New Kingdom. Everyone in Taterhole is happy and jolly all day, with the possible exception of the evil Queen of Noise. Speaking of the evil Queen of Noise, you know there's an interesting story about her. See, her deal is she wants to be the loudest person in the world. So if you're louder than she is, watch out. One day she was flying around and she heard Uncle Carbuncle playing his harmonica with a vacuum cleaner. Well, this was very loud. So she put a spell on Uncle Carbuncle and trapped him in a magic box. This magic box gathered dust in a pawn shop for several years until it was purchased by someone named Cowboy Sally.
I'm Cowboy Sally from Wild West Yorkshire.
Sometimes it's fun in a magic box.
This is a song called Itsy Bitsy Spider. Bum, 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 bum.
But sometimes
There's a cowboy girl shaking my box, driving me crazy. Just shaking my box, shaking my box.
Rudy and GoGo present
Taterhole.
Well, that was just a fine and dandy little montage, except for one thing, you forgot me. So I thought I'd put a little film together to go something like this.
Hollywood Historama. From out of the past, the legend of America's skeletal sweetheart. The year is 1912. A world is at war. A hungry nation yearns for entertainment. From out of the slums of East Podunk, a young skeleton arises to answer that call. Born Nathan Boninsky to poor but honest immigrant parents, the renamed Boney Bonerton makes quite a splash as the sixth member of a barbershop quartet. From there, the sky was the limit. Tennis, anyone? At last, Hollywood calls. The young Bonerton makes his debut as the unseen narrator of a popular Army hygiene film.
Well, you see, soldier boys, babies come from beloved Algonquin Round Table figure, Robert Benchley. Hey, easy with the flashbulbs there, Joe. You're gonna ruin his peepers for sure. He's 4F already.
From then on, there was no stopping our skinless wonder. He became the first skeleton to win an Academy Award for his landmark performance in the service comedy, There's a Bullet in My Soup.
You have a piano. Is there anyone here that can play it?
We're going to play an anvil chorus off that thick skull of yours if we don't get some music. He's speaking for all of us, Fingers.
I wish I were a fish, know what I mean, baby? Hey, look, I got my wish. I'm a fish now, swimming in the sea. Oh, maybe I can...
No lazy bones he. In the 1950s, Boney forsook the role of star when he founded Boney Lou's Studios and became the mastermind behind such television favorites as Oh My Nose, Golly Moses, and the ever-popular Bachelor Pad.
My boss just called. He said his wife was electrocuted.
Oh, shocking.
It is at his television studio where the jaunty Mr. Bonerton remains to this day. Let's peek in, shall we, as a young writer pitches his idea for a new series.
A week later, Jealous Meyer and the Three-Fingered Trudy found themselves in Japan on Mount Fuji. And everyone knows when you're climbing Mount Fuji, you gotta wear boots because it's snowy and slippery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, chickie baby.
What Jealous Myron and Three-Fingered Trudy do is host infomercials.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
They demonstrate the cleaning capacities of the Schmoozer 1850, the most powerful vacuum cleaner on Earth.
You lost me. Do you have anything more like The Single Guy?
Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's a book about this bitter, angry, depressed Russian guy. He's kind of like a cross between Droopy Dog and the Tasmanian Devil.
I like.
In the first part of the story, he has a shovel and he's digging holes and he wants to become an insect and play the balalaika, but no one will let him play the balalaika, so he gets really even more depressed. It's just 2 + 2 = 5. And in the second part of the book, he goes out with his pals, and his pals have crazy names like Tridoliabove. What is that? That's crazy. And then they don't even like him, and he gets angrier and even more depressed, falls in love with a lady, then he breaks her heart.
Do you want to leave peacefully, or would you like to be thrown out?
Better luck next time, Shakespeare. Statesman, sportsman, skeleton. Surely Boney Bonerton is the clown prince of comedy. Thank your lucky stars, America. There's a word for entertainment, and that word is Boney Bonerton.
Taterhole
will return after these messages. And now, back to
Taterhole
on TNT.
So, young man, what's your idea for a new TV show?
Well, frankly, Boney, I got this idea about this detective who infiltrates the circus. Check this out. He dodges blows from gorillas and all types of things. Talk about gorilla at large. And he has a double-jointed companion named Tiberius. Yeah, he's a lasso expert. Oh, you know we couldn't leave the girls out of there. Gotta have the women in there. Yeah, this show is full of action-packed adventure, and it couldn't be called nothing else but Jesse B. Circus Detective. You think your network's interested in something like that, Boney, huh? What's up? Hook a brother up.
Next. So you fellas have an idea for a show about a mystical, magical flying trumpet. Now that sounds like something I could sink my teeth into. Tell me all about it, fellas.
Starchild melted the trumpet and put it and made it into a record. Now he's walking around with a melted trumpet.
As a record.
As a record. And it's on the record player. So when he comes, we have to find the trumpet. Because he has it.
Maybe Rudy,
the magic trumpet. Does anybody know who he is? I don't even know this guy.
Well, fellas, let me show you a little thing that I like to call real entertainment. Maybe it'll stimulate your creative juices.
Yeah, I
forget. Woo-hoo-hoo.
But just don't do it again. All right?
Well, now that that's settled, I think we're going to bed. Right, Dylan? Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Ken, I think you're forgetting something.
Well, maybe you guys need to see that from the beginning to really get the gist.
Dad's cooking the turkey. That'll be all right. But I never heard of a turkey cooking a turkey. Well, that's my cue. Gotta go. See you later at the Bachelor.
feeling? Oh, so glad I don't. Listen, big change of plans for Thanksgiving tonight. My boss has to come over. Now, I might be getting this promotion, so I really need to impress him. I really need to hit it home that I am the A1 guy for this job. So if you could really get it together tonight and just make a really special dinner.
I'm kind of busy, Mark. Okay. Okay.
Okay? Now, I can't stress the importance of this, though.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I'll see what we can do. All right.
So I'll be home around 6. All right. Thanks.
Hey, Mark, here's the Gernstein report you wanted.
I don't want to make no dinner for the man. Ow!
So, what'd you think, fellas? Huh? Next.
I have a blooming great idea.
You look very familiar.
I think not.
Okay, then, what's your idea, kid?
It's all about this little owl who likes to sing and play all day.
We love to sing.
What is your critique?
I can't quite visualize it.
Taterhole
will return after these messages. And now, back to
Taterhole
on TNT.
Man, Rudy, Boney didn't even listen to my Black History idea.
Yeah, I know, because he bought my idea instead. Here it is.
Rudy, as station manager, I have to ask you never to say underpants on the air again. The sponsors are getting very upset.
Okay. Here's a special request going out to Papa. It's called I Got Spinach in My Underpants on Apple
Rudy, you're fired.
Rudy, what are you doing home in the middle of the day?
I got fired!
Well, if that's all that happened, then what the? I oughta. Oh, you malodorous marionette. You're going to soil my perfectly clean apartment.
What are you talking about, Thomas Jefferson? All we have is a wall socket.
And a very tiny one, too, I might add.
Howl like the coyotes, boys.
GoGo, a fragrance for goats.
We now return to Shock Jock Rudy.
I have to get Rudy out of the apartment somehow. I've got it. I'll stage a protest outside the radio station.
Who am I to argue with the people? Rudy, you can have your job back.
Thanks, Abraham. Steve, no more underpants for me.
Come here and give me a big hug, you little rapscallion.
So from now on, I'm just gonna play happy music all day long. Can I mention I was in my underpants?
Rudy!
What do you think?
It's Jesse B's Black History-rama! The red, the black, and the green. Tell me, Money Grip, do you know what it means? Yes, I'm a young whippersnapper, but I'm young and down because I celebrate my heritage all year round. If you didn't know, I think you better make room. I got a story about Miss Mary McLeod Bethune, a very strong sister. Yeah, man, she was great as an advisor to the President of the United States. One of her greatest achievements that I must say was when she represented on one fine day by building a school just to educate with $1.50 courage, God, and a faith. Bethune-Cookman College, that's what it was called, with some of the world's greatest thinkers coming out of his halls. And if you can't pronounce the title, won't you listen to me? If you can't say it all, just say BCC.